Well, a very good morning to you. Let's have a bit of a look back over Wrexham's visit to Coventry on Sunday, shall we? Welcome back to Earguard Wrexham. My name is Steve Jones. Well, very good morning to you. I really do hope I found you well this morning, and I hope your week's treating you well so far. Let's go over Sunday. Not the result that we really wanted, but not unexpected. Obviously, Coventry as champions didn't want to lose the game for the trophy left party, and congratulations to them. Over the season, they've deserved the title. No qualms on that one at all. Been the best side by a country mile. But we still have the fact that we were the first to beat them at the racecourse, and we'll take that one all day long. But seriously, massive congratulations to everyone connected with Coventry. You really deserve it. When I saw the team sheets for this one, it wasn't a Wrexham team sheet, it wasn't a Coventry team sheet that worried me, it was the referee's team sheet that worried me. Sam Allison, it's been referenced a couple of times on X and other places, and I'm doing some digging while the game was going on, and I was proved right. This so-called referee's shafted us so many times. It's untrue. 2016 Wrexham National League, he gave us absolutely nothing at Lincoln, but the pièce de résistance of incompetence from this man was in Maidenhead in 2017. Manny Smith, he gave a very dubious penalty away. Sort of dive that made Tom Daly look like an amateur. But what does our brilliant referee do? Gives him a red card, saying he prevented a goal scored in opportunity. Well, unfortunately, by this time, double jeopardy's come in, so all Manny could get was a yellow card, because he couldn't send off a player for giving a penalty away. So what does Mark Carrington do? He may have been vice, or he may have been skipper for the day. I can't remember, don't know. He goes over to the ref and says, "Hey ref, you can't do that. Double jeopardy, it's only a yellow card." "Oh, if that's the way you want to be, I'll give you a red card as well." So you can see where I'm sort of digging with this appointment, and how he's got to the level he's got to is baffling me. Mind you, he's not alone. There is another one, actually reached the dizzy heights of the Premier League. A clown called Stuart Atwell. I can't remember where the game was at, but the ball went in through a hole in the side netting behind the post, so it didn't go in the goal as it should do. Ball's nestling in the goal. Of course, all the attacking side are going goal, and the clown give it. And he's now in the Premier League. This is where the standard of refereeing's, why it's so abysmal. We've just got incompetent fools. More on Mr. Allison later. Anyway, Wrexham went into this game with one change. Issa Kabore coming in for Longy, who had a little bit of a knock and only deemed fit enough for the bench. Anyway, we started well. Attacking, a couple of good half chances, looking solid at the back. And then on 19 minutes, it all went awry. Good cross in from the left. Sante's there with the freedom of the penalty area to put it past Danny, who didn't have a prayer. I think all our defensive lads were having a picnic on the halfway line or something. No cover at all. Absolutely woeful defending. You know, we started well. We were getting blocks in. We were solid. We were looking really good. But that, I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, come 25 minutes, great finish from Ollie, gives us the equaliser. Fantastic work from Issa down the right. Fantastic cross. One or two of them could have put the laces through it, but Ollie took it on, finished through the defender and straight to the keeper on 25. Great finish, one each. Happy days. Now then, step forward once again, Mr. Allison. 27 minutes. Absolutely woeful decision. Smudge Sam Smith, he's going in one on with him. The keeper comes out and wipes him out. There's no other word for it. Complete shoulder barge, takes him out. What does our famous, infamous referee do? Gives the free kick to Coventry. Unbelievable. The two guys on comms, I think Don Given was on co-comms, Daniel Mann, commentator. I watched it on Sky. I had the pleasure of meeting Dan a couple of times. Lovely fella. Couldn't believe what they were saying. I was sat there aghast. How he could, bearing in mind the linesman's 10 yards away. And of course, they're not there to make decisions, they're there to do as they're told, aren't they? I forgot that one. Not saying it would have gone in, but, you know, this is the level of incompetence that we're dealing with. And it's not just in the Championship, it's even in the Premier League. Some of these idiots, what they're seeing, I do not know. But I'll have a rant on that one in another video. And excuse me, can't get rid of this cough. So that took that one away. Anyway, 37 minutes. Breaking down again. More good work for Mason down the right hand side. Tomo, right footed, through the legs of the centre half. Keeper, he put a dive for it. He never got a touch on it in a million years, only at the inside of the post. All these so-called experts saying he should have hit the target. Well, you know, small margins. You know, it was a good strike. He hit it clean. It just happened to hit the inside of the post. Had that gone in with the incident on Smudge, the goal game might have been different. But there we go, into the second half. Danny Ward, full length, great save down to his left, putting the ball around the post for a corner. Now, bearing in mind, Ollie'd been a naughty boy and he was chipping at everybody and seemed to be getting away with murder. But on 59 minutes, I think, 54 minutes in fact, our friend Mr. Allison decided he'd had enough. But to be fair, he had no choice. Ollie had a nibble at him and grabbed his shirt, so he had to give him a yellow card for that one alone. And then Phil decided on 59 to pull him and put Lewis O'Brien on. 67 minutes, Smudge's in, he's on the break. And I thought, this is it, big chance. And to be fair to the keeper, quickly came out, made himself big. He got a foot or an arm to it. It's a good save, to be fair. But if you want to be hypercritical, could have, would have, should have done better. I don't know, it's easy from the sofa. And then this is where the game changed for me, 70 minutes. Josh and Smudge taken off and Kiefer Moore and Nathan Broadhead put on. From this point on, for me, we lost all attacking impetus. Smudge was pulling them all over the place. He had a really, really good game, really impressed. Josh was working hard, making things happen. And once them two have gone off, as an attacking force, we were done. And so it proved. 79 minutes, cheap free kick given away on the edge of the area. Step forward, Torp. Fantastic finish. Really was a superb free kick. A couple of questions. Could Danny have done better with it? Possibly, who knows? Would Arthur have got to it? Again, who knows? It was a hell of a strike. Danny got a good arm to it and it went straight through him. But the big question for me is, why aren't the Wall jumping? We've seen it so many times. You know, the likes of Joey, Kreitz, all these great defenders of the past will be cringing. Get up. All right, if you take a ball in the face, so be it. That's what you're there for. I don't like the fact that our Wall doesn't jump. And you can put a draft excluder in there, you know, put somebody on the floor, that covers that one. But defensively, it was poor. But no, taken away from the lad, it was a fantastic free kick. And then I think this is the moment, I think, I think it's going to curtail our playoff ambitions. The third goal went in on 93 via Mason Clark. He had a decent game, to be fair, the lad. Weak defending again. I don't know what Nathan was doing. He just sort of let him go. There's a man there got to look at himself. In my mind, I'm not seeing 10 million quid's worth. And what I'm reading on social media platforms, I'm not alone. The Southampton game, standing there with his head on his hands when the lad down scored, it's his man who's 10 yards away from him. It's just not good enough. Not good enough. Not at this level. You get caught, you get found out, and that was that. So that was the end of the game. Did we deserve any more out of it? I don't think so. We were never going to spoil the party, but a couple of big decisions there from our friend Mr. Allison didn't help us. But on the other hand, he was a bit lenient with Ollie, so I'm going to cut him a little bit of slack for that one. So that'll do me on this one. Right, I've got a bit of a plan going forward in way of Middlesbrough. I've got a bit of personal history with this one, so I want to take a couple of nibbles at this one. We beat them in the 70s. I want to cover that. We beat them in the 90s, 80s, 90s, whenever it was. With the star-studded, I'll do a separate one on that one, which is more personal to me. And then on Friday, I'll take a look at how I think we're going to fare going into Saturday. So I'll break it into 3 short ones rather than drill it all out as one big one. So like, subscribe and share if you want to see some of that. In the meantime, have yourselves a great day. I'm going to prepare myself to go and do my little bit for King and Crunchy in a little while. So I will see you tomorrow for the first instalment of Wrexham AFC versus Middlesbrough, a 3-pronged look at our history against the Borough. Have a great day. I'll see you later.